Hi, Jesse.
Hi, John.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good.
First of all, congratulations for your new movie, Rocky Handsome.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you. So, you have come across several injuries due to action sequences or stunts. Did you suffer any injuries during Rocky Handsome set?
Rocky Handsome, during training, my body was black and blue because we were training in certain martial art forms with weapons. And during training, of course, I used to get, dented, or I used to get hurt and scratched and cut. And I would probably realize that only in the evening when I went to have a shower. It went on for a month. But when we finally played out the film, fortunately, touch wood, there was absolutely no injury because I was well trained and I was equipped and I knew what to do.
How much input do you as an actor have when it comes to planning how to have the action sequences to be shown on camera? Or do you just leave that to the team to compile themselves?
No, I think here I was very insistent on the fact that I need an action director of a particular caliber and a particular style that would execute the kind of action that I saw in the original film, in the original Korean film. And I also was very clear that I needed to train for it. So I made a very important point, and I said these are very important prerequisites for me, training and the style of the action. So when you see the film, you see that there's a lot of input that's gone into the 8 specialized sequences that we have of action, and each one is different from the other. If one follows Yongchung in terms of an art form, the other will follow Silat, the third will follow Hapkido, the fourth will follow Aikido, the fifth will follow Krav Maga, the sixth will follow something else. So we've been very clear with our art forms, and we've designed each action sequence so meticulously. And when you see Rocky, the character in the film, performing these art forms, you'll feel it's second nature to him. He's not really trying. He's not screaming or he's not cringing his face. Comes so effortlessly to him. And that's why practice is very important.
Okay. And then what more is there that defines Rocky Handsome if you take away the hard-hitting and bone-crunching action sequences?
I think Rocky Handsome is an emotional film in its core. And I think, and I hope, and me and my director, and I speak for Nishikant as well, we are hopeful that an audience like you, when you'll go in and watch it and come out, you'll say, it's such a beautiful emotional film. And it also has a lot of action. So the emotion is the core of this film, and that's the reason why I wanted to do it. The film is beautiful. It's a simple, lovely story with a very organic, simple emotion of this little girl breaking down this big guy, and action is only a byproduct. And I always say this, Jasmeet, that any amount of action, even the best action in the world, is absolutely useless without the right emotion.
So how was it to work with a child actor who plays a significant role in the film?
I think Dia is a blessing because, I've heard child actors are very difficult.
Yeah.
But this girl is a blessing. She was a bundle of positive energy, had a great time, came on sets always smiling and, she knew the whole script by heart.
Wow.
And when I whole script, she knew everybody else's lines as well. So she knew everything in the script. She was just fantastic and, never in a bad mood, nothing.
Yeah.
So we were lucky to have worked with her, and she's just such a darling, and, I can't stop singing praises about her.
And did she personally face any issues having to be surrounded with a lot of action and even fake blood? Or was she simply just being professional at all times?
Actually, that's a very good question because, Jesse, we made sure that this film is very palatable to the women audience and even children. So what we've done, when you always think of action, you think of blood and gore.
Yeah.
But action's really cool, smart, sexy, and it's aspirational. And we tested this action with a lot of young female audience, and they came out just totally loving the action. And they said, because we asked them, do you like the emotion? And they said, the emotion is beautiful, but hell, the action is sexy, it's great. I think that makes a difference. So we've made sure that the action is not bloody.
Yeah.
The action is not, just wild and rough. It's cool. And that's the way it should be. And people like that.
And I've
not seen a Hindi film have that kind of action.
Yeah. I've seen the trailer and it's so impressive, some of the stunts and action sequences that you personally carry out. I mean, I'm looking forward to Rocky Handsome.
Thank you.
And your director, Nishikant, has a role of a villain in the film as well as being the director of the movie. So how was that experience of fighting with your own director on camera?
Well, Nishi got this role it was an accident actually, because his friend who he had cast for the role developed cold feet 2 days before the shoot.
Oh.
So Nishi's assistants told him that, sir, you've written this character, you understand it. And Nishi is actually a fantastic actor.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, why don't you do it? And Nishi finally decided to do it. And he's done such a fantastic job, because if we benchmark this against our last film that we did together, Force, this film, the action, the villain, and the story and the emotions are all way above Force, miles and light years above Force. Because we both matured. Nishi and me are friends, but we both matured as director and actor.
Okay, so John, if in the future, if you were ever to direct or write an action film, what would you desperately want to include that no Bollywood action film has done so far?
That depends on the script, actually, honestly, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
That depends on the script completely. But, I'd love to think about this and give you a smart answer, an honest answer. But one thing that I'd want is scale, because we don't have that much of scale because we're scared to spend. And if I become a director, I direct action. My action's going to be believable, but unbelievably believable.
Well, if that ever happens, I look forward to seeing that.
Thanks, buds.
Thank you. All the best for your new movie, Rocky Handsome, and we will promote it as much as we can in the UK, John.
Yeah, that's really kind of you, Jesse. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Jesse.
Thank you. Bye.
God bless.